Hey guys, it's me Benji again. I just wanted you guys know that I have actually recorded a video recently with someone who's been taking care of no contact individuals for a few years now, and I'm told about basically my story. I recorded everything. I'm gonna put it up onto the channel later onto this, and I also want to say that I've also made a no contact Discord for those who need. I will put the link in the description, and not only that. I have also want to let you guys know that I'm working on the book again to see how things are going. I will try and keep a record of it, and obviously let you guys know the process of the book, how things are going, and everything like that. So yeah, keep get ready, guys, because it's going to be very interesting in the next few days.
Yeah. Yeah, I go by Goni, Goni.
Goni. Okay, Goni. All right, it's like Goni doing the work. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was just like a misspelling of like go in, do in work. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? Okay.
You ever watch basketball?
No, not really a basketball, not really a sportsman in general. I'm a very secluded, well, not secluded, but I spend many years of my
Okay.
life being an indoor individual. I know like the basis of
Okay.
like soccer because Europe and shit, but other
Yeah.
than that, it's more of maybe I love racing, but it's more of like the amateur
Mhm.
shit than just Formula One, rallying,
Mm.
No, but
Okay.
yeah, I didn't know there
You
was
ever
like
heard of
this
you
year's
ever heard
server.
of Kobe Bryant? Kobe Bryant?
Oh no, no shit. It's a bit. That's pretty
That
obvious. That's pretty obvious. You know.
okay, cool.
That's
Yeah,
like.
so Kobe Bryant, there's a filmmaker, his name is Spike Lee. He made a documentary about Kobe Bryant
Mhm.
and he called it Kobe Doing Work. He called
Okay.
the documentary Kobe Doing Work. And I was really impressed by this documentary. I'm obviously a big fan of Kobe. And so when I started creating social media at around, early 20s, mid 20s, I started calling it Goni Doing Work because I was such a big fan of Kobe
Mhm.
and the documentary in itself that little did I realize that it was going to be so helpful down the line when I look back at what I'm doing with the people who are going through breakups. I'm like seeing how much of an impact I have,
Mhm.
and I feel like it's only doing work,
Mhm.
you know?
Okay.
So it fits. Yeah,
Okay. So, Goni, do you mind if I ask you a few questions exactly so I can know who you are exactly?
yeah, go.
Because like
Yeah,
obviously now I know that you've made those things about like no contact and things like that. But like what led you to
yeah.
this journey exactly?
Oh, so first and foremost, r slash, X no contact subreddit.
Mhm.
Um, I have no connection with that.
Okay.
I just occasionally go on there and I tell people, hey, do you want to be in a support group?
Okay.
And they say yes. I put them into the support group, whether it be the Discord here or a Reddit chat. What led to that was a breakup that I was going through in 2021.
Okay. So 3 years
And
ago, right?
I'd gone through, yeah, 3 years ago
Yeah.
almost, I'd
Mhm.
gone through most of my healing journey all alone. I did not have any support, but I talked to people on Reddit.
Of course.
And then at the 1 month mark, something really painful happened. And I was like, I really need help. Like,
Okay.
I really need friends to talk to who would understand.
Mhm.
And at that point, I was going to therapy too. So in between therapy, I need to be able to talk about this. And I can
Mhm.
see how important it is for everybody, not just men. Everybody,
Of
men
course.
tend to talk less, but everybody to talk about their pain, their emotions,
Everyone needs a friend that they
their
can relate to.
feelings. Oh, dude, 100%. And so that day, when the 1 month mark, I felt a lot of pain because something happened, an incident happened.
Mhm.
Um, I went on to Reddit
Mhm.
and I was looking at a post, just very much like yours, right? And I put a comment on there that says, hey, it'd be nice if we can start a group chat
Okay.
and talk about this stuff. Well, I put the comment on there, and then three or four people, about five people responded to my comment
Mhm.
saying, yeah, you should start it. And I sat there going, oh, no, 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 that's not what I mean. I am, I'm not interested in starting one. I'd like to be a part of one.
Okay. But it
Um,
wasn't.
but it wasn't meant to be that way. So I started the chat. And when
Okay.
I started the chat, I started a Reddit chat. And it
Mhm.
was like five people from different areas, one person in Europe, one person in Africa, two people in North America, three people in North America.
Mhm.
Here, I'm from the US.
Of
So
course.
three people like in North America, two people on the other side of the Atlantic. And it was just a five people group. We were just talking about things and going through it together. And then uh, these people were also talking to other people on Reddit. So they were like, hey, could we add this person in here? And I said, yes, the more the merrier,
Of
right?
course.
And then it went to, from five people, it went to 10 people,
And
people
this
in different,
is what year exactly we're talking about? It's like
yeah,
2022, 2021, 2023.
2021, December of 2021.
Oh shit. Okay, so
Yeah.
it was like a little
So
Christmas,
my breakup
Christmas
was
weekend.
November. Yeah, it was the holiday season. And the holiday season is like the worst time
Oh no shit.
to be going through this pain. And I realized, oh, there's a lot of people that need support right now, and this is a good opportunity to help others,
Mhm.
help other people.
Mhm.
Um, so we went from five people to 10 people, 10 to 20, and then I looked at the Reddit chat, and the limit was 100, and I was like, 20. I don't think I'll ever make it to 100.
Goddamn. Okay.
And little did I know, I fucking hit 100 in less than 3 weeks.
Okay.
So fast that I needed to kick people who were inactive, who weren't engaging, so I could make space for other people who were new, right?
Fuck. Okay. This is why you made the Discord server.
Then I made the Discord server. Discord server was a little down the line. So I said, okay, well, I can't really continue to kick people because they might want to talk actually, you know?
Yeah. Maybe they got like their
They might
Discord
want to
hacked or.
talk 3 weeks later.
Yeah, of course. Or
So
they could
one
relapse.
person happened to be that person. They were like, hey, I can't get into the chat. I can't see the chat. I was
Mhm.
in there 2 weeks ago. What's going on?
Mhm.
So I tried to send that person an invite. When
Mhm.
I kicked them, it permanently kicked them. So I couldn't put them back in.
Oh.
So I was like, let me see. I'll have another person. So I take another person from the group. Let's just say, hypothetical, it's you. I say, Benji, will you send this person an invite because I can't, mine's not going through for some reason. So
Mhm.
you send the invite, and it didn't work.
Oh shit.
Come to realize that I couldn't put that person back in the chat. So I created a second one because I didn't use Discord at that time,
Okay.
3 years ago. So I
Mhm.
created a second one and we started adding, we took 30 people from the first chat and then we added that one person who was unable to get in
Okay.
on Christmas Day. It was like that Coca-Cola commercial with the polar bears
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
where there's a polar bear who's celebrating all by itself and
Yeah.
then the other polar bears go take Coke to him. So
Okay.
I took the chat over to this person if they couldn't get in the chat.
Okay.
So we created a second chat. Chat two became a thing. We kept adding more people. We got to 100 people by the end of the new year. Uh, by, by the beginning of the new year, we were at 100 people. And so after that, we created chat three and we kind of slowed down, but we kept adding people, helping people,
But still,
so
chat
on
3
and
is
so
pretty
forth.
incredible. And do you have any like qualifications when it comes to like psychology or therapy?
Zero. I mean,
Zero.
technically zero. Like I didn't go to school. I went to school for architecture. I then studied broadcasting, right? And then
Damn.
in the
Okay.
last 10 years, I've worked as a banker. So I worked in a bank. And as a banker, I got accustomed to listening to people and their
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah.
And 10 years of that, I'm pretty damn good at listening to people's problems.
You sound pretty young, to be honest with you. I thought you were like in your mid 20s, early 20s, like around my age, essentially.
I'm 34.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not calling you old,
Yeah.
but damn, you sound much younger.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it might actually be a lot of the time people think I'm a lot older.
Okay.
But I think all of that comes with the pain and the wisdom from the pain, the lessons learned from the pain.
Okay. Okay.
So
No.
I've had my fair share of breakups, and
Uh huh.
I realized I have a blueprint of like healing. And it's not necessarily like, oh yeah, fuck this person, you'll get over them and
Of
move
course.
on. No, there's a lot of work to be done
Mhm.
in that relationship in itself.
Mhm.
And then before that too.
Mhm.
Um, and around that time of my last breakup, which was about 3 years ago, I came came to I became obsessed with healing and like working through the baggage, the trauma, the things that we carry,
Mhm.
you know, the hidden things that we carry. Have you ever seen, are you an anime guy? Have you ever seen Jujutsu Kaisen?
No, but I have seen like lots of like
No? Okay.
romance animes. So like the
Okay.
breakups and stuff. Like my favorite, one of my favorites is Golden Hour, where like a man has lost his memory from his previous past. He's fallen in love with someone, but his previous past is trying to rekindle with his old crush.
And this is an anime?
Yeah, it's an anime. It's not too old, but it's pretty old in modern anime standards. But it's a gorgeous
Oh,
anime.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow. Well,
No,
I'd like to check that out at
yeah.
some point.
The funny thing is that my the breakup that really hurt me isn't really a breakup romantic. It's more of like a, well, if you've seen when I posted in your Discord server, when I posted in the Reddit
Mm.
thing, it's more of a friend breakup. I've had a best friend that I know for 11 years. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the friendship was also that what peaked around between February to May, and then after it all went
Okay.
downhill
Mm.
to the point that they thought that I was being a creep, took photos of them, like they accused me lots of shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
this is a long distance friendship. When they left back to their country, a person told me, hey, you can't send things because the shipping company won't let you because it's illegal. When I told this person that, they were like, oh really? You're just fucking lying because my friend orders this and essentially at the end they were just like, hey, all my friends and my exes were right about you. No best friend would ever, no best friend should ever hurts, would ever hurt me, and shit
Mm-hmm.
like that. And if you ever try and contact me, I'll call the cops. And I'm
Okay.
like, what the fuck, man?
Right.
Like
Right.
it was pretty obvious that when she was here, I was in a severe, horrible mental state.
Mm-hmm.
And I was pushing
Right.
myself to make her happy, but I was always like bursting out in anger, which I'm not,
Mm.
which I'm not very
Proud of.
proud of. And
Right.
I'm not really this reactive or angry. And what
Mm-hmm.
I always had this like tightness in the chest and headaches. I thought it's normal, you know. But I was like, listen, one day I felt I was gonna have a heart attack. I said, I'm gonna go to a local clinic and see. And they said, oh,
Mm-hmm.
your blood pressure is crazy, the equivalent of having a heart attack, which is like 200 over 100. It's supposed to be 120 over 80.
Mm-hmm.
So you have extremely high blood pressure, which causes mood swings and I'm like, fuck, I had blood pressure when this individual was here, but it wasn't just that.
Mm-hmm.
The, even before that, the relationship wasn't so good, but I always thought I could fix it. You know, and I'm still in the delusion that I can fix it. You know,
Mm.
but
Okay.
I can't
Yeah.
contact them because they were my first best friend. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they were
Yeah.
my, they were my, they, I fought my biggest fears of flying just to go and see them multiple times with many good memories. You
Mm-hmm.
know, many of the things I've done for the first time have been with this individual. Even
Mm-hmm.
just, like, left me my first Valentine as a 21-year-old this year. You know, I've always, that's why I said my
Mm.
memories. I was always a shut in, a very, even though
Mm-hmm.
I seem very extroverted.
Right.
I don't have many what I like to call close friends and things. And this person was always like the first person that I could actually
Mm.
like enjoy being around without feeling burnt out, even if after all
So
the
this is
shit
a
happened.
really, really good friendship.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, like till this day, I wake up from the middle of the night just worrying if this person's okay, even though I know that this person doesn't give a shit about me because if they did, wouldn't have blocked me.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So it's
Wow.
yeah, no, it's just mentally fucked up, you know. And
It is. It is.
it's
It's
me-
very much like a breakup. It's very much like a breakup. Friendship. I mean, we can call it a friendship breakup. That's a valid point.
Yeah. The thing is that to make sure no one in my entire family knows how I feel and things that I created a complete different channel, which basically has 0 subscribers and things like that. I try to record my progress. I even change names of
Hmm.
people to make sure that, like, hey, listen, um, I'm trying to get things done, show, I'm trying to improve, figure out my
Hmm.
life.
Hmm.
But I want to
Yeah.
broadcast it so maybe if maybe someone has some advice they can give it to me, or maybe they're learning from me, they can improve themselves as well, or maybe someone can share a story or anything,
Mm.
you know.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
really want to help them.
That's true. Yeah. That's it. At the end of the day, it comes down to like supporting someone else who's really probably going through it,
Mm-hmm.
and they might be alone. We definitely don't want people that go through it alone, because a lot of people, my fuel, my passion for this is to help people who are hurting, because they are potentially feeling so down that they are willing to do something stupid.
Oh no,
And
trust me,
if they do something stupid,
I was very close to that many times these last few months.
right, intrusive thoughts happen often, and we all think about the worst, right? And when that
I
happens,
I know
what
I don't
that
know you
means
much.
is,
I know I don't know you much, but I remember
yeah,
the night after the night that we were officially no longer best friends.
hmm
I was planning to commit, you know, end my life
hmm
essentially multiple times every day for a month and a half.
I could imagine, dude. I was right there. Like
Yeah.
the 1 month mark where I started this chat, right? It
Mm-hmm.
was because I'd gone through 2 to 3 weeks of feeling this pain and feeling
It's not even just the pain.
under.
You also feel numb. Like you can't really feel happy. You feel in pain or you're numb. You don't feel happiness.
Right,
Like a few days ago, some
right.
friends of mine was in a really low mood and said, listen, I just lost my fucking job as well.
Oh, oh, wow.
So feeling even more shit. This is like a few months after.
Hmm.
And I discovered that, like,
You are really going through it, man.
no,
I'm
imagine
so sorry
when
about that.
exactly after the friendship ended, I started a job. I got fired a few months after because of all I could think about was this person, worry about them, things like that. I lost my
Hmm.
job. I planned to go
Hmm.
on a trip with somebody. Literally, when I said, listen, I booked the flights. Can you book your flights so we can meet up? They blocked me as well, without even telling me anything.
Oh no.
No, like a lot of shit's been going on. My health's been getting worse
Hmm.
as well. And
Hmm.
I'm still one of them. This is I'm gonna fucking hang myself, man. I can't. Like, they told me, listen, let's meet up. You know, I was driving around like crazy, like going, like literally we drifted in like a street, like a small street in the middle of a small woodland, which was essentially the width of,
Hmm.
like its width was the length of the whole car, and I'm drifting the whole fucking part, and I'm still not feeling anything. You know,
Hmm.
like they're having fun,
Yeah.
they're enjoying. I'm trying to show them I'm having fun, but all I can think about is this individual. It fucking sucks. You know.
Yeah.
But that's why I wanted to create a Discord server. I didn't know there was a Discord server about this before. I have to be quite frank with it. Let me just start a Discord server. Maybe I can meet some people. I can help somebody. Maybe with the little experience I have. The one thing that she didn't like throughout our friendship was every time she didn't like something,
Hmm.
she always blocked me. And then after a few hours or a few days, she'll come back. I never understood what that was for.
Hmm. Interesting. Dude, she
Eve,
sounds like she's got some. Oof, some.
I wouldn't like to say things
Like she
against
seems
her.
like she runs away. She runs away. It seems like.
I don't know, man. I don't like saying things against this person because, like I said, this person was and still the most important person in my life, essentially.
Right. So if they're such an important person, why are they treating you like the least important person?
I don't know, man.
You're
That's the funny
21,
thing.
my guy.
No, I
You're
know.
21.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw you some questions that are gonna make you wonder, oh, interesting. Goni has a good point.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sure. Fire ahead.
Because, like, imagine. And here's one thing that I do that really throws everybody off. Imagine I'm Benji and I'm giving 100% effort to this person that I met, and all they do is they block me every other day or so, every
Oh
two,
no,
three
it's not
days,
like
right?
it wasn't that very that common. But like, let's say,
But do me a favor and imagine
also
that
okay,
I'm Goni, I'm Benji,
okay,
I'm going through this. You feeling something? You feeling something in your heart? What you're going to be feeling is you're going to be feeling empathy. You're going to be like, "Oh, poor Goni. He has to go through
of
this,
course,
and this person doesn't respect him."
of
Even
course,
though Goni does everything that Benji does for this person, and then at
hmm
a slight disagreement, she blocks him.
of course,
Goni doesn't deserve that,
of course
right? That's empathy. That's good. Why is it okay for Benji to go, "Oh, well, I want to continue to work with this person"? If I say I want to continue to do things for this person, you would say, Gunny, I don't think that's a good idea
not. No, I can't really.
because I keep putting in 100% effort, and every now and then when we disagree, I get blocked without an explanation.
Hmm. Yeah, or they
And
would
then
like
this
leave the
person comes
call.
right back whenever they want to,
Yeah,
you
or
know,
many times that I
and they come back whenever they want to.
or like I have to like send an email apologizing, even though most of the time it's not even my fault, you know.
Hmm.
But like to other people, she would treat them so much better. But she would say, "Oh no, but you're my
Hmm.
best friend," you know. And that's why I honestly stayed, because I didn't have a person as close as to her. Because the worst part was, even though our worsts were our worsts, the best moments were the best moments of my entire life. So it's really fucking weird, you know. She was the first person who actually wanted to spend time with me on my birthday. The first person who actually would call me well and talk to me without me needing to talk to them first. You know, it's pretty weird.
Hmm.
It was so extreme. There were two different extremes, and one moment that really hurt me when she was here was that
Hmm.
a few months beforehand I went to go see her. We were to go for dinner, you know, as friends and stuff like that. I used to call it dinner dates as a joke because I thought it was funny. You know, two best
Hmm.
friends wearing something nice, go on a dinner date.
Hmm.
You know, even though we're opposite
Hmm.
gender, it's funny. I think it's like a cool thing to have between friends, in my opinion. Right?
Right,
And I opened up about
right.
my assault when I was a younger kid from my grandmother, which I didn't remember after my father told to me many years ago.
Hmm.
And I felt happy because at that moment she was very caring and she listened to me and she asked questions. She wanted to make sure I was okay. And at the moment I felt loved, you know.
Mm.
Many months later, she would accuse me that I am a, let's say, raper, right? Because of what happened to me in
Hmm.
the past. And when she came here to my country, Malta, all she could
Hmm.
mention was this person's name to piss me off.
This person's name.
As in, you know, the assault and things like that, you know? Like,
Mm.
the name of the assaultant, basically.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's doesn't sound like your best friend.
Yeah, but I always try to fix it. You know, I can fix this, I can do this, I can fix this, I can fix this, you know? I don't know, Goni. I genuinely don't
Yeah.
know.
Um, the
I
thing is, it's a tough loss, man. It's a big loss, and so immediately after the loss, we want to try to fix things. It's unfortunate. It's just nature. Like we human beings are designed this way. It's natural for us to make connections,
but why
and
would
it's natural
someone,
for us to want
you know, I ask something, Goni,
connections. Yeah.
why would someone like, So first she would like all the things that you do for them, and then because like you piss them off a bit, like, oh, you're doing too much now. And then when you're like, hey, listen, just tell me what to do so maybe I can make the friendship even better. They're like, I'm not, I'm stopping raising you. What the fuck are you raising me? Like all I've ever tried
Do
to do
you
was
think
make them happy, you know?
she said raising you? She said that she was raising you?
Yeah.
Mm, wow.
But in what way?
I think this person's, how long did you know this person?
Half my life.
Half your life, jeez.
And it was a long
And
distance
she's from a
friendship as well.
different country.
Yeah. Other side of the
All right.
continent.
Okay. How did you guys meet? On a video game or something?
No, funnily enough, when I was in secondary school, I had no friends. But I remember a guy asking, hey, listen, I got this new girlfriend. You want to meet her? I was like, oh, yeah, sure. And I was always bullied by women before I even met this person, so I thought schools was going to make fun of me and things like that, and, you know. What happened was that as soon as we went in the call, I went in the call first, then my friend, and this individual. As soon as I spoke my voice, she started laughing because I had a very funny voice to her apparently. And I was like, okay, this person's just gonna make fun of me for a bit. She's not gonna even talk to me after this for sure. I received a friend request. This back during Skype. This is how long ago it was.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I received a friend request. It was from her. And she was basically, we were talking in the group chat with all these people, and we're just texting on Skype while it's happening. And exactly after that call ended, we hopped into Skype and talked face to face. I genuinely felt she made me feel a way that I didn't feel before, like someone actually wanted to be my friend, which was really weird.
Okay.
And I was with this person because literally in the matter of weeks we became best friends. I don't know how, I don't know why. I even
During the what?
like a few weeks into knowing each other essentially, and we even made an anniversary called October 18th. This is the day we became best friends, you know. A few months later, I was there for this individual when her father passed away, many things like that, and I've been with this individual through many asshole boyfriends and breakups.
So I can see you guys have a really deep connection.
No, for sure. But there were many moments where she chose absolutely horrible people instead of me, which really angered me.
Right.
Many times I would keep it to myself. Because I really do care about this person, and I'm like, I'd rather I keep it all in and just be in the background just to make sure that she's okay, instead of causing her to fight.
Right.
And essentially just be there for this person that I genuinely do love and care about them, but not romantically. That's what I always told them. I don't love you romantically, you're essentially family to me, you know. And funny enough, a few months ago, an individual told me essentially that their friend was a soulmate to you because you wouldn't imagine your life without them, which is true. You know? There was one moment where, out of the blue, many years ago, this was, right? I got a message to say this, and you have like sexual sounds, and fucking Skype and shit. I'm like, okay. I did it. Come to find out it was her boyfriend at the time, who essentially tested me, because the text was, I don't want to Skype anymore because Skype deletes messages. It was essentially, hey, I need you to do these sounds for me or we're no longer best friends. Obviously when you're young and you just need to have friends, you do it. You know?
How old were you then?
Well, I was 14, 15.
Okay.
You know? A few years before I was anorexic as well, so I wasn't in the best mental state.
Oh, of course not. Yeah, and there's no like, you don't just like wake up one day and you become anorectic. It's been, things happening for a while now that made it that way.
Of course.
So, yeah, you've definitely got quite a lot of things on your plate at this time, and she unfortunately, because they're fucking teenagers do some really, really dumb shit. So she probably, allowed her boyfriend at the time to act a certain way, which is horrible. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
What happened was that he recorded everything. He sent it to a
Mm-hmm.
crush that I opened my heart to, only my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Ruined basically my any chances with this individual.
Mm-hmm.
Spread to all of the school and blocked me. The entire secondary school. This was the last time of secondary school, was last year. It was a fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was essentially all myself being bullied again for this recording.
Mm-hmm.
And around November we went to the sister and the Malta was different islands, Malta and Camino. We went to Camino. And essentially I got this random text one night saying that my best friend overdosed. And, you know,
Really?
yeah, at that moment, between you and me, I ran to the fucking roof. I was gonna fucking do
Mm-hmm.
it to end it all.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And a month, and I literally dreamt every night the same dream of like seeing
Mm-hmm.
her in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
But we never met in real life before this, during this time.
Okay.
But I know what she looked like. I see her in front of me, and I'm trying to go in front of her and try and reach to her, but like she's always backing off, and like I can't save this
Mm-hmm.
individual. Until the next
Right.
month, until 2 months later in December,
Mm-hmm.
her friend texts me, saying, hey, she's okay.
Okay.
She never apologized for the situation or just explained what happened in the situation, which really hurts me to this day.
Wow. So
But I
somebody
say,
told you that she had died
and
and
her
then
boyfriend.
she was alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Her boyfriend. Oh wow.
Essentially, that's what happened.
Oh wow. Oh, that's.
But this person, her, are still friends, and they date multiple times after that.
Mm. Wow.
You know.
Oh
Due
my
to-
gosh,
due to-
that is horrible.
No, but I always say it because she was my best friend. Obviously, when you care about someone, you really love them, you forgive them, you keep on going. That's why I believe if you love someone, you forgive, you keep on going.
Right.
You know.
Right.
We're still young, and we're still young now. We're 21,
Mm-hmm.
right? People make mistakes. We kept on going.
Right.
I met her for the first time for my 16th birthday. This was back when the Max 737s were falling out of the sky, but I took the risk to go and see her because, one of the best fucking moments of my life, There's nothing that can beat it. I met her many times after that.
Mm-hmm.
Even when we went to go to Amsterdam together, most of the time she was like very drained out and burnt out. But then we went to hang out with some of her friends that she met online. Completely different personality and things like that. I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, she has autism, so But like, I didn't know there's a possibility that I'm basically undiagnosed autistic ADHD. I'm gonna do a test soon, right, to see why. But all the noise and everything, and I just didn't feel welcome, so I just locked myself in the bathroom for half an hour, like.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were looking for me, essentially. And I came out, and
Mm-hmm.
sat down, and she was like, "Oh, come on, let's go play." But it was weird how there were days where she'd be super avoided, but then she'd be those really little rare moments where like she'd be very nice and gentle, and everything was forgiven essentially in my heart,
Right. You have a tendency to, be really, really kind and forgive people, it seems like.
Not a lot of people, mostly her.
Just her, yeah.
Mostly just her,
Okay.
I'm feeling like, okay, fuck you,
Yeah.
No,
Ugh.
but I can't tell you.
Yeah.
And
You have a soft spot for her.
Exactly, but it's not a romantic soft spot, that's the thing. Like, I remember recently, a few months ago, we were in a group call with me, her friend, and her. And first thing when I heard he was from Egypt, I mentioned like a fun fact about like one of the fattest kings ever was an Egyptian king who was a kleptomaniac, and he got really offended, shit like that. And they got the whole discussion how boys and girls can't be friends, but I'm like, this dude is her friend. And I spent the whole 1 hour discussing with this person how I believe that boys and girls can be friends if you really care about the friendship. You know what happened after the call?
Uh-huh.
She told me, you make my friend uncomfortable.
And that you balked to?
No. You say being friend.
Okay.
Or like when my brother called her an imbecile because they disagreed on physics. I didn't understand, so and my brother, I didn't know what my brother said exactly. But like, she told me, why didn't you defend me?
Mm-hmm.
Even though a bunch of people say shit behind lots of people have said things against me to her, and she hasn't defended me, and I was in those calls with her,
Wow.
you know.
Do you think she has a point? Do you think you needed to defend her?
My brother was a stupid comment. I told him about it after. But I'm like, what do you want me to do? She said, oh my god, you're fucking people, please, you don't really care that much. I'm like, let me tell you this, man. I have defended her against boyfriends, even though I was threatened to be hacked. Right? And one dude
Yeah.
actually threatened to stab me because I was going to be in the UK and this person from the UK. I still defend this individual. Because this was my best friend, we defended him no matter what. I don't give a fuck what happens. Just because I didn't defend them once after all of the years that I have. Compared to the many times that even she's made fun of me in front of her friends to make them laugh. It's completely fucking different.
Right.
You know? I can't just be like... And the thing is, I still forgive this individual. Because I care about them. If genuinely this individual said, listen, I'm sorry for everything, I really want to improve as much as you want to improve for me, and we mutually grow, that'd be okay. But the last few messages show that she doesn't give a shit, and the worst part is that I still care. Like I always did care. You know? I proved the proof that I wasn't as bad as an individual as she thought I was, but she still doesn't believe me. She still thinks I'm an asshole. She doesn't want to do anything with me.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she is, how old is she? 21 as well?
Same age.
She's your age?
Same age. Funnily enough, I always thought she was a year older until when I went to go see her for like the 4th or 5th time in Stockholm.
Okay.
She gave me her passport and I finally found out that we were the same age, and I told her, why didn't you tell me before? And she said, oh, everyone knew except for you. I'm like, what the fuck?
What? What the fuck?
What the fuck? In my mind, I'm like, why didn't you tell me?
I would say the same thing.
I didn't say anything. I'm like, oh, okay. At least I know now, right? In my heart, I'm like, why the hell didn't you tell me? We've been best friends for 11, 15 years, man. Or, she was my first Valentine essentially, right? I bought her flowers I actually ordered her flowers and I delivered to her door. Then on Women's Day, because I saw like a TikTok repost, she wanted flowers, I did for her, same thing. And the next time was on Best Friends Day. And I was like, oh shit, let me get her some, hello. She didn't even know what Best Friends Day was. I just found it coincidentally online that on the day was Best Friends, so let me buy her a gift. So I ordered the flowers, that was the first thing, and a teddy bear. And then I'm like, that's not enough for this individual because they genuinely made my life, she genuinely makes me happy. So I found these kawaii Hello Kitty keychains. The first thing that she received were the keychains. They were absolutely shit. And they weren't even real silver, she's allergic to real silver, I didn't know that. I knew that she was real silver, but I didn't know they were real silver because the website was in Swedish, I couldn't translate it. And even though she received the flowers and the teddy bear, you know what she told me? You might as well have not gotten me gifts in the first place.
Why is that? Did she say why?
Because of the first 2 gifts, because of the earrings, because of them not being, not being such good quality. I didn't know they were such shit quality. Like, she didn't even know that they fucking existed. And I, as a last ditch effort, spent like equivalent of $150, $200 on gifts for her, In a 6-month period, I spent half of my bank account on this individual, flying to go see them, taking out to eat. Because they told me they wanted something, because I wanted her to be treated the best they can, so when they find someone, they have someone actually treats them good. Because I was tired of her always being treated like shit from the kids, essentially. This isn't like, any good, nice guys finish last. I don't believe in that bullshit. I just believe that if a person genuinely makes me happy and I care about them, I want to make sure that I can take care of them. So when the right person comes into their life, they can go and see them. You know? But in the end, it was like, oh, you're doing too much. And I'm like, okay, let's be honest. There were some moments where like I said some things to act more manly. I didn't say the full truth to her. She doesn't know, by the way, because I was afraid that she'd think of me less feminine of a man. You know? And there are things that she doesn't even know of today. Because I genuinely think that if I did tell them, she'd think of me less as a person. You know? Because she always surrounds herself with manly men. You know? And I was always the more timid, scared individual who always did stupid shit because she did it. You know?
Yeah, because she said we're best friends. You should do it.
It was more of like I don't want her to get hurt or something that happens when she's alone. So I like jump in to make sure she's okay. Like I'm afraid of flying alone. I went to fly alone many times just to go see her because I care about this individual. I want to make them happy.
Wow.
I was really willing to actually, between you and me, because nobody knows this, I was actually willing, as a surprise, to tell her on her anniversary that I was going to move to Stockholm so I can be with her because she was going through a horrible phase at that moment. You know why I didn't tell her and I cancelled my plans? Because she was saying, I'm afraid when I come to Malta, you're going to rape me. I said, okay, fuck it, I'm going to cancel everything. I was planning how to get into Sweden, how to find a job, how to rent a place, everything, just so I could be closer to her and be there for her on by her side. I didn't tell her this. I was going to plan to tell her this on October the 18th, because or even on her birthday. But, right? She said, when she said that, I said, fuck no, I'm not going to tell her, nothing. I was planning to leave my entire life, and when she asked me, are you coming to Sweden with me, I lied and I said, give me a second, sorry, just a whole lot of, wait, is my microphone working? Hello?
Yeah. Yes, you're good.
No, it was just the whole, I care about this individual, and when she told me, are you coming to Stockholm with me? After what she said to me, I said, no, I don't want to move because of my cars, you know? And she didn't like that response. But I'm like, if you thought I was going to do horrible shit to you, why the hell would I move to Stockholm? What, you can accuse me more? That's what I said in my mind, you know?
Yeah, and that hurts too.
Like a bitch, man.
Yeah.
Like, it hurts like a bitch, you know?
100%.
And I wish I could have told that person that I was going to do all those things for them because I didn't really care about them. You know, she wanted to come study here. First thing I did, I was working in the bank back then. All my breaks were just spent calling her and texting her and finding a university that she can do based on the degree she wanted to do. Everything, man. I always had a plan to make sure that if something happened with me and my friend, it'd be there. Done. Taken care of, no matter what. You know? Just so I can figure out that, like, find out that she even told me she was talking to a friend and this dude made like a small mistake. And my own friend, my own best friend, you know, who knows that I'm very self-conscious about everything, said, oh, at least you're not Ben. And they laugh. I'm like, and then they're amazed how I feel shit. When I feel like they don't actually care about me.
Yeah, I would feel that way too if somebody was treating me like that, for sure.
But like, did they know that I care about, that's what I think in my mind, did they know that I care about them that much? Did they know that all I can think about is trying to make them happy? When would they try and give at least 10% of what I'm giving back?
That is a good question. That is a good question to ask yourself. When would these people, and you've known them for a while now,
Hmm.
when would they try to give something to you
Hell,
like you give to them?
I know when we were fighting here, Mom, she said, I told you, you don't appreciate me. She got angry. But she was saying, she was mentioning things that she did for me, which were the bare fucking minimum. I'm like, okay, fine, I didn't appreciate it. She didn't just feel appreciated. So the day after, I bought her pink flowers and said, oh, it's too much. But like in a very condescending way.
Mm.
I didn't say anything. I kept on with our day, and that's it. You know.
Mm.
And she even compared me to all of her friends. I never compared her to anyone else. You know.
Yeah.
Actually, a few weeks ago, I talked about a mutual friend of mine that I just met, who blocked me, funny enough, and a mutual friend of me and my ex-friend. They're like, oh, they look the same. And the first thing I could think of was like, no, because this person has this and this person has this. Like instantly, I could tell they don't look the same, and by the smallest of details.
Hmm.
Because that's how much I know this person. Because this person is important to me.
Hmm.
I would like it. Fine, maybe it's hard for someone who has or who was like Asperger's to be more open with their
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
feelings. But if you're willing to be nicer to people who you don't contact, or you don't see it, or you don't talk to, or you don't see as much, or don't give as much effort to you. What about to someone like me who's always been there by your side for all these years, and even after all the times that even they blocked me for no reason, even if it wasn't my fault, and why? And many people for many years told me stop being friends with her. And you know what I did? I
Who
said
said that? Who said that?
many friends I had. Like I was the only person who decided just to stay friends. And I lost many friends by the way because of this individual.
Mm, okay. Yeah.
Because I thought this individual is worth more than all these friends I've lost. Genuinely. From the bottom of my heart.
Mm,
You know?
wow. Hmm.
But deep down I'm like right now I'm like, why do I still care about these people, this person, if she doesn't care about me anymore? You know,
That's a good
why
question.
does she still believe the lies that her friends and her head are telling her, even though I've given her proof that I'm not that bad of a person?
Mm,
Even this is why I created like my own small channel, like incognito away from
yeah.
everyone. So I actually share what I
Hmm.
share, feel what I feel, and just in general
Mm,
just know what I'm actually doing. Because I can't fucking take it anymore. There's no other individual that has made me happy and fucking suicidal just by
hmm.
thinking about them as much as she has. You know, there was this quote saying like, out of all the people that alive or dead that you've met in your entire life, who would be the first person you'd search for? And in my mind, it was this person, even after everything, because
Interesting.
to me the friendship, yeah, even though that friendship was so important to me for my developmental stage, for just having those moments. There were moments when she was there for me. That's the problem. You know, there were moments when she
Mm,
was nice to me, but there were many moments when she was mean to me than she was nice to me. You know,
mm,
like in the first months of the year, she was being very nice to me because I was playing video games for her while she was studying and things like that. But when she got her PC back, she hang out with her friends more, started commenting about me more, she started saying shit behind my back more, disrespect me
mhm.
more,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It seems
But
like seems like just because you have a long-standing connection, you hold space for her
oh, of course,
more than most people would.
oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Seems like you are um you're just doing honestly, you're just doing what a normal person would. You're doing what a kind human being, loving, caring human being would.
The thing is, my parents call me insane because I care about this person, you know. but at the same time,
I mean,
hmm
there's a in the U.S. here we have a saying in America.
hmm
We say the definition of insanity is doing the same shit and expecting a different result.
of course,
But then again, uh, unfortunately, a lot of the times we can't stop the heart
of course. Not only that, there are many
because the
times.
heart wants what the
There,
heart.
funny, there are times in which I had women who like gave me hints of them liking me. I didn't pursue relationships just so I could be more by this person's side.
Mhm,
And one woman actually was giving me hints for the last year and a half.
mhm,
Always push them off. Always pretend I didn't notice their hints, just so I
mhm,
can be more with this individual, be there for them, care for them, and know that when I had a girl, I've only had a girlfriend once in my entire life, and that was 7, 8 years ago. It was for 1.5 months. My best friend warned this person warned me about them. They were right completely, and I didn't care that much. But the thing is, she was like because I didn't tell her that I had a girlfriend, even though we were only dating for a week by then. But then there'll be many secrets that she'd keep from me. That I'm like she's angry because I didn't tell her about my being abused as a little kid.
mhm.
So why didn't you tell me before? I'm like, I discovered
Because
recently,
you're
and
not
I
my
was
fucking therapist.
no. I always share my secrets with this person, but at the moment I was afraid. She was the first person I
Mhm.
ever told. I actually started doing
Right.
therapy.
Valid.
I promised her I'd do therapy before we
Mhm,
broke off because we were always fighting. I promised to do therapy. I just want you to like care about me again.
mhm.
I've been doing therapy now once a month, and every time it's the same thing. And every time I think about this person, I'm literally at the point of tears, more than about my parents.
Mm.
You know,
Right.
because I genuinely just wanted them to like care about me, be proud of me, just love me, but not romantically, but like love me as a best friend would. You know,
Mm.
it's really fucking hard.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
it's really fucking hard.
Therapy is good. Therapy is really, really good when you identify some of these things, when you've been diagnosed with some of these things.
But the thing is,
It's really important to have the
most
right
problems
help.
I know what
Yeah.
they are. That's the fucking problem, man. Because I'm an overthinker. I for sure know that I care about this person because I overthink every single fucking day. All I do in
Mm.
my mind is think. Just be lost in my thoughts. Dream and then dream about my thoughts and rethink them and reanalyze them and everything. You know?
Mhm.
So when I tell someone I love them or I care about them or I want to be there for them, it's not to bullshit. It's because I spend many hours thinking about it and I know for sure that I do.
Mm. But they don't necessarily buy into that.
Yeah. I'm not perfect. I know I'm not perfect.
Hmm.
But I would like someone to just care about me for I would just like that individual to care about me for my insecurities and not compare me to everyone else when they know I don't compare them to anyone else as well.
Mm.
You know? But just
Would you,
what? You were,
um,
you were writing
somebody
something?
brought their insecurities into your life, would you hold that type of space for them?
What do you mean exactly?
Like you wouldn't judge them, you wouldn't.
I don't care. Do they care about me as well? Like do they respect the fact that I'm caring about them?
Mm, yeah.
Then I don't care. They could give me the worst fucking insecurities. They could have some of the worst mental disorders. I don't give a fuck. If
Mm.
If this person, right, had worse disorder, had severe disorders, had a horrible past, and I don't care if the person treat me horribly because of it, but she wants it, but they're my best friend, I care about them. I don't give a fuck. As long as I know
Uh,
that you enjoy my presence and you enjoy mine. That's it. I don't give a fuck how hard it is. I didn't enter the friendship because it was easy. I entered into friendship because I felt love and I wanted to give love back. That's it.
mm. There's no transaction there. It's just love in return for love, or because you
Exactly,
care.
exactly. It's not about the amount. You know, like you said, no transaction, but at least if I feel loved by you, I want to give it back.
Right. Well, that's good. That's good.
I
That's
don't think
fair.
it's transaction. Transaction is more of like, hey, listen, I bought you flowers. Now fuck me. You know, I think that's more transactional.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, it seems like that's the kind of love you're getting from her, your best friend. Would you
No,
agree or disagree?
no, it was more of like I bought her things because I wanted to.
No, no, no. But like the amount of fucking love you get is if you stand up for her, if you know, argue on her behalf, if you do stupid things with her, if you, the only time, and then when you refuse to do something, what happens?
She gets super angry to claim I'm not fun and things like that.
So that's your new understanding of transactional love. Transactional is it's conditional, right? It's not unconditional, it's conditional. Conditional is if you do these things for me, or it shows up this way in your case. If you don't do these things for me, I'm done with you. Fuck you, I'm blocking you, you're this, you're that, you're call you all kinds of names. That's transactional.
I remember actually taking drugs for this person to make them happy. I was super scared of things like that. And I was trying to go through her door and she was screaming at me. And at that moment I was fucking like super fucking
Mm,
scared, don't know what to do.
right. This
You know.
person's the transactional nature of this relationship is what makes it so painful. You sit here and you say, I am willing to do anything because I have a track record of having done anything and everything for you. So I'm willing to do anything and everything for you to have you back. So that's where there's a lot
But
of
but
conflict
but
in your
then why
head
don't reach
and
my
your heart.
but then why don't reach the things I promised them or I fall back instead of saying it's okay, I know you're trying. It's okay. Same shit.
Um, there comes a time in a person's life where they stop putting up with this transactional love, this bullshit. Um, I don't know if you're there yet. I mean, I see that you want no contact.
I
Um,
went no content. I was more or less forced into no content to be quite frank with you. And
okay,
I don't want
from her.
I don't yeah, she blocked me everywhere. Every fucking where, bro. And she said if you try and contact me I'll call the cops. And I'm like, why do I want to be called by the cops? So I do not want to disturb her anymore.
Right,
I've tried.
right. Mm.
You know?
So you're in a place where you're forced to be in no contact. Okay.
Yeah. But at the same time it's like let me try and see what I can do to fix it. Not to her,
Mm.
but like
Yeah.
in my life. You know? I
Yeah,
put
you
so
know, I
many
think
things
your life
aside.
is actually more important than fixing it. Fix your life is more important. Here's the reason why. You're a person who's going through something really, really tough right now. And at this point, all you want to do is you want to give to others. You created a whole less server for people so they could work together to um, to just not feel the pain. So you care about people more than you care about one person. And I don't mean to say like you don't care about her enough or you care about her less.
No,
What I'm saying is
no, I still care about her a
you
lot. That's the problem.
you just yeah exactly. Well, you care about people a lot. It seems like you know your actions and behaviors show that you care about people a lot. And so for the time being, that energy could be poured into helping others, and first and foremost, helping yourself, man. You got on a plane, you went to go see her in Stockholm, right?
Many times, yeah.
Right. And you were afraid of doing it. There's such a big fear, but you overcame that fear, which is a lot of credit to you. Good job.
It wasn't
That's
just
what a lot of
even
fears in
just
our
even
lives
just
are going to
taking
be like.
drugs. Like I tried weed for the first time with her. I hate the fucking smell of weed. It
Mhm.
hurts my like literally the smell of it hurts me.
Mm,
That's how much I hate it. I
yeah.
did it just to make her happy.
Hmm. Oh, wow.
You know,
Yeah.
like we went to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
I wanted to go on like the steam train, but she wanted to go to the zoo. What did I do? I removed I removed
The zoo.
I removed the steam train event for myself so she can go to the zoo.
Mm, wow.
I always put her first because I cared about her. You
Wow.
know.
Yeah. Let me paint you a picture, okay? And I'm doing that because I've got to run here. I've got another conversation
I got you. Okay, but
that I
still.
gotta have. Um,
Okay.
so imagine that you are both on a plane, you and her, right? The flight's just getting booked up, and so you couldn't find two seats next to each other, okay? And so she's a little farther back, let's just say 4 rows back, and you're a little farther up, okay? So you can't necessarily reach out and high five each other. There's quite a lot of distance. Now you get on the plane, and the flight attendant, they do their safety things, right? They do their little hand motions, the gang signs that they're throwing, right?
Yeah,
And
what's up, dude? You gotta fucking make sure it's a Boeing plane. Make sure the door isn't falling off. You know, take care.
yes, right. You don't want the door to fall off.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
fucking passenger gets sucked out at midair. So they tell you their security features, and they
yeah.
say here is a life jacket, blah 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 blah. Oxygen masks will drop from the cabin, and they say something really really important. They say be sure to put your oxygen mask on first prior to helping others. Does that sound about right?
Of course, yeah.
Right. Why do you think they say that?
Because there are people who will try and save the other person first before and they'll
Right.
kill both.
Now
Kill,
imagine she's sitting next to you. Would you try to put hers on first?
well, I know if I can't help myself, I can't help her in that situation. So I put my mask on and hers.
Right. And if she's seated 4 rows behind you, which is a very, very far distance away,
Yeah,
and you still have to go save her, fuck do you need to do first?
yeah, I get you.
Put on your mask first, right?
Yeah.
So right now, Bane, it's time to put on your mask. It's time to put on your mask first. You're going to therapy. You're working through things. It's time to put on your mask first before you can go help somebody else. Poor girl, she might have had a lot of damage and a lot of baggage in her childhood. She suffered a lot, right? Yes or no?
Yeah, of course.
Yes. She suffered a lot. And you want to help her. Yes or no?
Yeah, of course.
Yes. So what I want you to do is I want you to put your mask on first before you help her.
Okay.
Okay?
Goni, do you mind if I ask you something?
Yes, sir.
Why haven't you tried to make like a podcast or like a channel? Because usually you're broadcasting and just try and give these tips out, or like people who volunteer to do like interviews online, you can like help them through something like that. I would love you. I would love to
Yeah.
help you for sure in any way possible if it comes to that state of like wanting
Well,
to create
I
videos
want to
or
do that.
interviewing people, helping them because I've helped people
Yeah.
through these things like this, but I don't know how to
Yeah.
help myself. You know?
All right. Well, that's the thing. Like, that's something that you have to get really, really good at because if you don't know how to help yourself, you're not putting your mask on. And if you're not putting your mask on, then somebody else is not saved because you didn't put your mask on first.
No,
Okay?
but I mean, if I could like help moderating or maybe help like
Yes,
helping
you could.
create these videos or anything that
Yeah.
you know. Okay.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, and definitely, I'm. One thing I do is when I find people on these subreddits, uh, Benji, what I do is I try to see, if this person has. I like to believe that everybody has potential. Fair statement.
Of course, yeah.
Then I like to think everybody has something that they bring to the table. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just say back in the day, Goni, who didn't really, who'd just done broadcasting at school and didn't really have any direction. Definitely, architecture was not his go-to plan. He had potential, you know? We didn't know what the fucking potential was then. We see it now. Similarly, everybody has potential. So I believe you have
Jay, Ma.
potential and we want to use that. In terms of podcasting and, like doing videos to help people, I do want to do that. Um, but what I do here and what I'm doing here is I'm collecting people. I'm
Yes.
gathering people who are committed and passionate about one goal, which is to help people, you know, uh, all over the world, um, who are going through something tough,
Of
right?
course.
And the end goal is to create a website and an app that fulfills that need. There is a need. Obviously, everybody can go to therapy
Of
if
course.
it's available.
But at the same time,
Most
therapy
countries
is too
have some sort of
expensive.
trouble.
It's too
Therapy is
expensive.
expensive, right?
There's too much
There's
stigma against
taboo,
it. Yeah, exactly. Same
there's
thing with me.
stigma, right? So, what I want to build is a product that would fit the need and rebuttal against all of those fucking excuses and reasons. Now, I said excuses, but those are valid reasons. People can't go to therapy because they can't afford it. People can't go to therapy because there's stigma. Family looks at you a certain way.
Of course.
I want to build a product that is available to the whole world
Let me tell you something.
that starts with $0.
What I would
Yeah,
like to do
that's what
is,
I want to do.
if you ever want like
Yeah.
make videos or interview, I would love, for example, to like record and interview people for you. If you want to, maybe
Mhm.
even like help in the recording process, whatever you need.
Yeah.
I'm not really a good
Yeah.
programmer, but obviously going if there's a way I can help while helping myself
Mhm.
as well, I would love to do so as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay?
And the most important thing to me, Benji, is that people are very, 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 very good at helping themselves first.
Of course.
Because here's how it goes down: your therapist is not around, your therapy session is not till next month or 3 weeks or 2 weeks. And then you have a situation, an incident in your life where the fucking plane is crashing. Okay.
I
And
put
if
the
that
mask on.
plane is crashing and I'm not around, who the fuck needs to put that mask on for you?
Me.
Right. So what I want is I want to surround myself with people who are passionate for mental health,
Of course.
people who care about other people, and people who are able to take care of their fucking selves.
Okay. No, for sure. Like now, I'm starting to go to the gym and things like that. Like many things. You know, even now,
Mhm.
no, I'm trying to, I'm improving myself, but I would like to like see what I can do best for this no contact. That's the last thing I need to fix essentially.
Right. So what I want you to do is I want you to continue to build this as best as you can. And along the way, you're gonna now imagine I'd never came into the server,
Okay.
right? You would have continued this server, you would have tried to build it as best as you can.
Of course.
Um, but um, uh, you you're gonna run into hurdles, and when you run into hurdles, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
And essentially, we'll continue to help you develop this skill of helping others. Okay?
Yep. No problem, bud. Thank you very much,
You
man.
essentially have your separate server, um, and you continue to build it, and I'm right here with you. Okay?
All right, bro. Thank you very much. Have a great day
All right, buddy.
and
I'll
do
talk to
whatever
you later.
medicine. Take
Bye.
care. Bye.